The world celebrates 14th February as Valentine's Day. Some Indians do too. But 14th February is a date we can never forget. And it sure isn't a cause for celebration. It is a day of remorse. It is a day of remembrance. It is a day of thanking those who laid down their lives for us. It is a day when 40 CRPF Jawans were killed in Pulwama. Hi and welcome to TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host Piyush, and in this video I will tell you why on this day we should remember those Jawans who were killed in Pulwama by Pak-sponsored terrorists. 14th February has been etched in the memory of India as a sad day, when 40 brave CRPF Jawans were killed in a Firayadin attack orchestrated by Pakistan-based Jaish-e-Mohammed, carried out by its proxies in Kashmir Valley who had joined the terror ranks a year earlier. On February 14, 2019, a convoy of 78 vehicles transporting more than 2,500 Central Reserve Police Force or CRPF personnel from Jammu to Srinagar was travelling on National Highway 44. At Letpora near Avantipura, a bus carrying security personnel was rammed by a car carrying explosives in the afternoon. The cowardly attack led to the death of 40 CRPF Jawans. The Pulwama attack is bound to be remembered as one of the most saddening events in the glorious history of India's armed and paramilitary forces. The terror attack also had a wider geopolitical implication. In fact, it has changed the subcontinent forever. The terror attack orchestrated by Pakistan-sponsored Jaish-e-Mohammed had sent shockwaves across the country, and there was one common sentiment prevailing all around: that of avenging the sacrifice of the 40 CRPF soldiers. The wounds are still fresh in the nation's memory. Pulwama attack was one of the deadliest attacks carried out in Kashmir. It horrified Indians about how one maniacal and radical man could end the lives of 40 patriotic soldiers in one go, while severely injuring numerous others. If a moving convoy of paramilitary forces could be blown up with one explosive-laden vehicle, how difficult was it for such terrorists to end lives of ordinary Indians? The nation demanded justice, and it demanded that 40 CRPF Jawans be immediately avenged. Amidst calls for avenging the sacrifice of soldiers, India carried out airstrikes deep into Pakistani territory on February 26, exactly 12 days after the dastardly attack of the CRPF convoy in Pulwama. The AIF bombed the Jaish-e-Mohammed madrasas based in Balakot of Pakistan's Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province. The Indian Air Force dropped around 1,000 kilograms of bombs on the Jaish-e-Mohammed camp in wee hours on February 26 of 2019. IAF Mirage 2000 fighter jets, which carried out the Balakot airstrike, had dropped Spice 2000 precision bombs with penetrative warheads. These bombs pierced the roofs of the intended targets and exploded inside the buildings. The Balakot airstrikes were different and more resounding than the 2016 surgical strikes which India carried out in response to Uri terror attack. India made it clear that it reserves the right to transgress the international border and not just the line of control. Pakistan now does not have the option of pulling back its terrorists from the LOC into regular Pakistani territory after a misadventure on the Indian soil. The Pulwama attack was a watershed moment for Pakistan. It suddenly regretted attacking Indians on Indian soil. It knew it had made a blunder and that the response would be jaw-breaking. It indeed was. Pakistan, by and large, has behaved itself ever since. There has been isolated attempts of planting IEDs in the valley, surely, but they have all been foiled. Pakistan wants to keep tensions in Kashmir simmering, but it seems to have realized that if anything is traced back to it, it will be hammered hard. Today, India remembers the brave hearts of the CRPF who lost their precious lives to a mad and medieval ideology. Their sacrifice was not in vain. It changed the dynamics for Pakistan drastically. India made its stance clear. Terror strikes are now intolerable, and the costs for Pakistan will far outweigh any gains it hopes to make by orchestrating such attacks.